Hi, I'm Scott Boehm. They call me the old farmer. This will be a short video about safety. There is a severe graphic involved, so be aware that towards the end of the video, there will be some blood. I must emphasize, in no way is this a judgmental video. In fact, in video 74, the old farmer got nailed, I sanded some hide off a finger by having it too close to a belt sander. Probably I should have gotten medical treatment, but I could handle this level of injury. And in my high school years, I was shaping a handle for a sledgehammer, and a piece of shrapnel sparked off the head and embedded in the back of my thumb. A few years later, I had surgery to have it removed. So when I say this is not a judgment call, I mean it. I see this as a reminder to all of us to stop using quick, dangerous shortcuts. Rob Cosman sells tools through his website and teaches woodworking in his videos. Twice a month, he has a live stream telethon where he talks about woodworking topics and takes questions. This live stream is to promote his nonprofit organization called the Purple Heart Project. The goal of PHP is to help injured veterans of war, whether it's from physical or mental wounds, to find themselves through woodworking, and at the same time learn to become part of those around them. He teaches qualifying vets for 1 week. PHP pays transportation, lodging, food, and when they leave, they take about $4,000 worth of high-quality tools with them. When they get home, a workbench will be delivered to the vet free of charge. The total cost is about $5,000 per vet. Cosman has had great success in bringing vets who have withdrawn into themselves back to being part of their families and those who are around them. Many who help out on this bi-monthly telethon are family members, including son-in-law Frick Whitmore, who is the technical director of the live stream. A technical director is a person who pushes the buttons to switch between cameras and sometimes adjusts the audio. On December 4th, 2021, the team was extremely stressed out due to incorporating new equipment into the stream. And of course, until adjusted, seldom works as planned, so they were late starting the stream. In the meantime, while Cosman was explaining about hand drills, Whitmore was trying to remove cable ties from some video cables. By taking shortcuts to get the cable ties off the video cables, he chose a wood chisel to break the cable ties.
See if it's any.
I don't want to.
Clearly.
So, that's going to bust my knuckle.
Should have gone with the same.
So whenever I do this, if I can put this vertical so that I can hold it like this, and it just...
Put the piece vertical. Well, I mean,
if you're trying to do it like this, your arm, you're just swinging all over the place. So I do it like this, and I can... What's happened, Frick?
Oh, Frick just hit one of the marking gauges?
Chisel.
Oh, my word. Oh, he was cutting the...
Oh, you tried to cut it?
Uh-oh.
How bad?
Well, that bad.
Oh, it's to the bone.
Are we going to have to call it, folks?
Want to get it?
Yeah, never mind that. Just,
Let me see.
Oh,
I can't feel my finger.
Let me see. Oh, yeah.
it's bad.
All right, we're going to call it.
Can we end off, Rick, without you?
It's live. Yeah, just keep going.
That's gory. Well, let's have a little safety lesson here. I don't know what he was doing.
He was cutting the zip ties.
Yeah, and he was probably holding it,
Look at the chisel.
holding it like that, and ended up going into the base of his finger. Holy smokes. Now they're going to panic. It's not funny, but Rex got his finger caught. Rex managed to get his index finger between a square piece of wood turning on the lathe and the tool rest 2 days ago, and he munched his finger. Erica was preparing dinner one day this past week, and she sliced the end right off of her finger, just beyond the bone. So Frick, not wanting to be outdone. All right, so
Cosman is known for keeping his tools sharper than a surgeon's scalpel. There is debate on whether tools should be this sharp for woodworking. Whitmore was pulling the wood chisel towards himself when it slipped and sliced open his finger at the point where the finger joins the hand. Because of the decision to use the wrong tool to cut the cable ties, the direction Whitmore was using the wood chisel, that is, pulling the chisel towards his body, and the extreme sharpness of the chisel, Whitmore was on his way to the hospital. It is so easy to take missteps that leads to injury, not only in the shop, but in life in general. We must remind ourselves not to take shortcuts that put us in danger. This is easily said, but we must train ourselves not to take dangerous shortcuts. I'm still learning to do this myself. When I do something that I shouldn't, because I'm taking needless risk to save time, I literally berate myself for doing so and then backtrack to figure out what I should have done in the first place. A thoughtless act sliced Whitmore's finger to the bone, possibly severing nerves and tendons. A plastic surgeon will be looking at Whitmore's finger to decide the course of treatment. This shortcut may have caused permanent damage to his hand and cost thousands of dollars in medical bills, even if Whitmore was lucky and no permanent damage has happened. This same thing could have happened to any of us. I work on two premises. The first is plan for the worst and be pleasantly surprised about the outcome. The second is plan using belts, suspenders, and rivets. What went wrong? 4 things. First, trying to get new equipment operational with too little time before the stream. Second, do wood chisels really have to be sharper than a surgeon's scalpel? A duller yet sharp chisel may not have gone as deep as it did, while still being sharp enough to chisel wood. Third, Whitmore used the wrong tool to cut cable ties. At the very least, it could have damaged the point of the chisel. And fourth, Whitmore pulled the chisel towards himself, placing himself in greater danger of even more serious injury than what he received. This is not to place blame on anyone. Again, any of us could have done the same thing. But if we look at what happened and use it to remind ourselves not to take shortcuts and use the wrong tools, we can eliminate a large arena where injury can occur. So let me remind you, assume the worst and prepare for it so that you can be pleasantly surprised. As for Mr. Whitmore, we all hope for a speedy recovery and that there is no permanent injury. And for Rob Cosman, a reconsideration of how sharp should tools be. I assume he is devastated having his son-in-law injured with one of his tools. I invite all of you to visit Rob Cosman's video channel and website. If you subscribe to his newsletter, there is much he offers, including participating in his live stream, where if you sign up, you could win a very decent prize. And if you want to, send a few dollars to help out with the Purple Heart Project. We all make mistakes. Let's learn by them without giving judgment. Well, this is the old farmer, Scott Bame. Be well. Be safe. Let me say thank you to all of you watching. Thank you. To those who subscribed and rang the bell and left a comment, thank you also. Each and every one of you are important to me and to the channel. For those who are first-time watchers, we're trying to reach that magical 1,000 subscribers so that YouTube will start offering pittances to us. We don't need much, but so far we've had to replace one camera and have ordered in a water-cooled computer tower to increase our efforts. That's right, a water-cooled computer. We aren't asking for money, just for folks subscribing and hanging in there until we reach our goal. We are getting the views. Since last week, we've had almost 1,000 more views of our videos. So when I say thank you, I really mean it. Thank you to all of you. Well, this is the old farmer, Scott Bain. Be well. Be safe.
Don't forget to click like and click subscribe on the Old Farmer YouTube channel. And thanks again for watching. Bye.
The VFW National Home for Children, providing families of veterans and active duty military opportunities for growth and development in a nurturing community. Please consider a donation to help their children and families. I.C. Rhodes speaking.